So our next father and son tandem are Leo and JP Soliman. Napoleon Soliman, or Leo, is a semi retired businessman running a construction company for over 40 years. He is married to Marilyn Soliman and they have three children. So JP is married to Patricia, Gian is married to Oz, and Leia is married to Raymond. And they now have four grandchildren altogether. And they're Jake, Gabby, Lily, and Rocco. So Leo is part of a large family of 13 siblings. His father, Dr. Raimundo Soliman, and mother Lourdes raised all 13 of them in Merville Park, Parañaque. Later on, starting a family of his own, Leo and Marilyn moved to Quezon City and back to Parañaque sometime in the 2000s, where Leo and Marilyn are also very active in their Catholic marriage community, Maggie's Deo. So, Leo is an avid golfer and a very huge green blooded Lasallian. He has raised his children with the value of love, charity, and family bonding. JP, on the other hand, is a seasoned banker, but beyond his professional career, is a father of two boys. Married for 14 years to Patricia Soleman, and with his awesome kids, Jake, 13, and Gabby, 11. JP likes to call himself a cool dad, even if his jokes are more dad jokes than funny ones. But dad jokes can also be funny. He is very close to his family and not just the immediate, but even with the extended family from both his mother's and father's side. His wife, Patricia, is a birthing doula, practicing for years now, and also a very addicted K pop fan. I hear you. Jake and Gabby are both in school in Caritas Don Bosco, Santa Rosa, and are very much football addicts. JP also has his passions, mainly in the sport of golf, which his dad was a very huge influence on. JP is also a senior vice president and working in Union Bank of the Philippines for 15 years now. He manages the small and medium business group of the bank. Friends, please all welcome and streaming live from Santa Rosa, Laguna, Leo and JP Soliman.
Hello. Hi. So I guess it's about what do we have to like a message for the father, for our dad, but I think the best is how am I so thankful about my dad. And you can really look at it from the time na bata ka pa all the way to where we are now. Because I think my dad and I are the eldest here in the group right now that is talking and sharing our experiences, no? So, how did we get to where we are because of influence of our parents? Now, everyone knows that the mothers are normally the reason for being is about to care, and the fathers the reason for being is how about to provide. And I'm very thankful for my dad that even if in the 90s it was such a hard time, the financial crisis and all, he was able to make sure that we all finish our schooling in LaSalle. It was very, very helpful to be able to finish your schooling in a very good and prestigious school. It builds up your career and where you get to right now. I'm very, 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 very thankful for that because that is also where I learned that providing is not just simply earning enough and being able to give what is necessary, but it is earning enough and giving what is relevant, not just necessary, but really relevant to your family and to your kids. And you always strive to make sure that you continuously provide those things to them. The second most important thing that I'm thankful for my dad is my addiction to the game of golf. If not for him teaching us how to play golf in 1995, 95 pa yun, no? Back in 1995, I wouldn't be this color I am right now, but I'm whiter than I used to be, right? Because the game has taught me a lot of things also. It has taught me patience, it has taught me sportsmanship, camaraderie, being open to strangers, being friendly to strangers. And imagine if you haven't learned it through a sport like that, which to be honest, it's not an easy sport. It's a very expensive sport, and yet dinala kami ni daddy, ginasusan niya kami all the way to when we were in college. Kasi after college, sabi ni Daddy, magtrabaho ka na, magbayad ka sa sarili mong golf kasi mahal. Right? But again, you learn how to strive for a passion that you have. And another thing that I think minana ko kay Daddy was, kasi Daddy is a creative thinker, di ba? You love writing. That he loves to write. He loves, back then, I remember he also talks because he was president of Rotary back then, and those things na nakikita ko that he was doing before, things that I'm doing also now. So he became my idol in that. How fast he can think and write an article, for example, the same thing that I learned how to write and make my presentations even just the night before an actual talk and things like that. Yung creativity, how to be in front of an audience. Because si Daddy rin, in their community sa Magis Deo, sometimes he's the one hosting, and leading a group. Those things really, he became a role model. No, and all throughout life, as I learned all those, the biggest thing that I'm very thankful of right now is when my own dad built my own house. And this house where we are in right now, si Daddy ang gumawa nito. Hindi na kami naghanap ng ibang contractor, anything. When we were planning this, ang sabi ko kagad, Daddy, contractor ka. Tulungan mo ko, let's build a dream house because this is going to be a house of the family. So, right now, kami, dahil nasa Santa Rosa kami ang outing. Kami ang out of town ng pamilya. So, kapag gusto lumabas, dito pupunta. And without this house, without Daddy, I don't think this house will be as beautiful as it is right now. So, I'm very, very thankful for Daddy for all of those.
Diba?
Ikaw naman. Oh, thank you. Thank you kay Daddy kasi mahal na mahal niya yung mga anak namin. Yan, si Jake, si Gabby, tsaka sa brother ko, si Lily and Rocco. To the point na minsan, mas hinahanap pa niya yung mga apo kaysa sa aming mga anak. Okay lang yun. Okay lang yun. Kasi, sige, doon na lang sa mga apo. Diba? Kaysa sa amin. But what we promised naman, and me, my brother, my sister, what we promised, and we will continue now that since we are now in the position where we can help provide, kami naman na susuporta sa mga magulang namin. Whenever they need us, we will be there financially, emotionally, morally, and whatever kind of support that they need. Because we were brought up to be supporting and very providing children and family. So, Daddy, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you rin. Actually, ako dapat mag-thank you because number one, yung atin namang flow, no, from your grade school to high school to college, everything, it really flowed naturally naman That's how it was supposed to be, me providing for you, for all of you. That's my role, no. But there was one dream of mine na naudlot, no, that you continued and I saw you succeeded. Because remember when I graduated from LaSalle, I started as a banker. And then I shifted to construction. And that dream of mine as a banker, to be a successful banker, went puff, di ba? Pero when I saw you become a very successful banker, that kind of fulfilled my dream. So thank you. Ako magte-thank you sa iyo. And not to take anything away from you, your support from your wife, your children, my other kids, their partners and spouses, no? And also from my wife, Marlene, your mother, your only mother. I'm the one truly grateful for everything that has happened to us. And just remember, I will always be here for whatever you need. Kayong magkakapatid, ano? Tayong buong pamilya. That's the most important thing of all. No? We stay as a family. We live as a family. We support each other. That's it. It's the purpose of life. All wrapped up. No? So thank you, and thank you for this program. This is a nice program. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, TNC.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Ah, so cute. Thank you so much for Leo and JP. Grabe, King. I was really immersed with the stories, like, from childhood and how they were brought up. And ako lang, I just want to spring from from the last few words of Sir
Yeah.
Leo. Na, he said that we stay as a family, we live as a family, and that's like your life motto. Na eh. Whatever challenges come along the way, whatever it is that tries to put like walls within the family, as long as you have that respect intact, living as a family all throughout
Mm.
will practically make life still as beautiful as it can be, despite
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. No, tsaka ano eh. And there are always challenges. There's no life without challenges. There's no life without problems. But when you have family with you, backing you up, then those challenges and those problems tend to be easier because you're faced with your backup, your family, diba?
Correct, exactly. And one cute tiny detail that JP mentioned, he also thanked his dad for being such a great grandfather to his children. And, tayo, if we think that our dads are super cool na and grabe, sobrang galing as a parent, wait till you see them as grandfathers. Ay, parang tinodoble, triple nila yung pagiging super cool and talagang very protective. And, they want to support in whatever way they can sa mga grandchildren nila. So,
Uh,
ayan, wala. I remember my dad lang. He's such a great granddad.
minsan ano nga eh, to the point of spoiling the
Oh,
grandkids already.
yeah.
Di po ba? Di po ba mga
Totoo.
granddads and grandmoms?
Yes, totoo yan. Yung mga, I don't have children, but my siblings, talagang, kita mo eh, spoiled. Alimbawa, pag kami, for example, hingi ng favor, ganyan, parang, no, you can do it on your own. Pero pag siningit na yung, halimbawa, sisingit ng sister ko, oh, but it's for Raymar, it's for Olivia, or it's for Nicola. Wala na. Yes na
Mm,
agad.
yeah,
Yes
yeah.
na agad yun.
Yeah, true. And ako naman dun kay JP, yun na gets ko no. Yung pagka-idolize niya dun sa ano, sa daddy niya, kay Daddy Leo. And that Daddy Leo was not just the builder of their house, in literal, but Daddy Leo was a builder of their home as well, no? So,
Yeah.
galing. Thank
Okay.
God for them.
Yeah, yeah. God bless them. Sobra. It's such a nice relationship.